Ladies and gentlemen, a woman's vulnerabilities are an integral part of who she is, shaping her character and influencing her decisions. These are not weaknesses, but rather human qualities that reflect the complexities of her emotional world. However, the decision to share these vulnerabilities should be approached with caution and wisdom. Not everyone has the capacity to understand, respect, or honor them. For this reason, it is crucial for a woman to protect her vulnerabilities and selectively choose when and with whom to share them. In a world that often values strength and resilience above all else, revealing vulnerabilities can be seen as an act of courage. Yet, it can also expose a woman to unnecessary judgment, criticism, or even manipulation. When shared indiscriminately, these tender parts of her soul can be misunderstood or weaponized by those who do not have her best interests at heart. This is not to say that she should hide her feelings forever, but rather that she should exercise discernment in deciding when to open up and to whom. Trust is earned, and not everyone is deserving of access to her inner world. By safeguarding her vulnerabilities, a woman nurtures her emotional well-being. She avoids the exhaustion and hurt that come from placing her trust in the wrong people. This self-preservation is not an act of mistrust or isolation, but a means of protecting her peace of mind. She learns to share her feelings with those who have proven their loyalty, empathy, and genuine care. Such individuals will listen without judgment, provide comfort, and offer support when needed. In their presence, her vulnerabilities are safe, and the act of sharing becomes a source of strength rather than regret. This approach also empowers a woman to maintain control over her narrative. By selectively revealing her vulnerabilities, she determines how much of herself she allows others to see. This sense of agency is vital in a world where people often make snap judgments based on limited information. It enables her to project confidence and strength, even when she may be struggling internally. Her ability to balance openness with discretion becomes a testament to her emotional intelligence and maturity. Furthermore, protecting her vulnerabilities allows a woman to focus on personal growth. She can work through her challenges privately, at her own pace, without the pressure of external opinions. This solitude can be deeply healing, providing the space she needs to process her emotions and learn from her experiences. In time, she may choose to share her journey with others, but only when she feels ready and on her terms. It is also important to recognize that vulnerability is not synonymous with weakness. On the contrary, it is a sign of humanity and authenticity. A woman's ability to embrace her vulnerabilities, even as she chooses to protect them, reflects her inner strength. She understands that being vulnerable does not diminish her worth, but rather enhances her capacity for empathy, connection, and self-awareness. By setting boundaries, she ensures that this beautiful aspect of her character is not taken for granted or exploited. In relationships, whether personal or professional, the decision to share vulnerabilities can deepen bonds and foster understanding. However, these moments of openness should be reserved for those who have demonstrated a willingness to reciprocate with kindness and respect. When shared with the right people, vulnerabilities can strengthen connections and create a sense of mutual trust. But when shared with the wrong individuals, they can lead to feelings of betrayal and disappointment. Ultimately, protecting her vulnerabilities is a way for a woman to honor herself. It is an act of self-respect that acknowledges the value of her emotional world. By being selective about when and with whom she shares these aspects of herself, she creates a life where her inner peace and emotional health are prioritized. This choice is not about hiding, but about preserving her essence and ensuring that her vulnerabilities are treated with the care and reverence they deserve. True power does not require constant demonstration. It exists in the quiet confidence of knowing one's worth and capabilities. A woman who understands this need not parade her strength to prove herself to the world. Instead, her actions, character, and grace speak volumes about her resilience and inner power. There is a subtle beauty and strength that reveals itself naturally, without the need for loud declarations or overt displays. Many believe that power must be evident for it to be acknowledged, but this is a misconception. True strength is often quiet and understated, rooted in a deep sense of self-awareness. It allows a woman to navigate challenges with composure and dignity, showing the world that power is not about domination or control, but about mastery over oneself. A woman who carries herself with quiet confidence does not seek validation. She embodies assurance, making her presence impactful without the need for fanfare. When a woman avoids the need to constantly showcase her strength, she shifts the focus to her actions. Her deeds, rather than her words, become the evidence of her capabilities. This subtle approach often has a more lasting and profound impact, as others come to respect and admire her for what she accomplishes rather than what she claims. The strength demonstrated through consistent, meaningful actions often resonates more deeply than any proclamation. Additionally, holding back the need to display power allows a woman to preserve her energy for what truly matters. Rather than wasting time trying to prove herself to everyone, she can channel her efforts into her goals, relationships, and personal growth. This focus enables her to achieve more while maintaining her authenticity. She does not need to engage in every battle or respond to every challenge to prove her strength. Instead, she chooses her battles wisely, understanding that true power lies in knowing when to act and when to remain silent. By not overtly displaying her strength, a woman can also disarm those who might see her as a competitor or threat. Subtlety allows her to work toward her goals without unnecessary conflict or opposition. People may underestimate her, but this can work to her advantage, giving her the freedom to accomplish her objectives without interference. When her strength finally becomes evident through her achievements, it often surprises and impresses those around her. There is also an emotional intelligence in this approach. A woman who does not feel the need to showcase her strength understands that it is not her responsibility to convince others of her worth. She is at peace with herself and does not derive her sense of value from external approval. This self-assuredness is a powerful trait, as it makes her immune to the opinions and the judgments of others. She knows that her worth is intrinsic and does not need to be proven repeatedly. Furthermore, true power is versatile. It is not rigid or unyielding, but adaptive and flexible. A woman who embraces her power without flaunting it can seamlessly adjust to different situations, showing compassion and understanding when needed and firmness when required. This balance makes her both approachable and formidable, earning her respect and admiration from those who interact with her. The quiet nature of true power also inspires others. It shows that strength is not about overpowering or intimidating, but about empowering and uplifting. A woman who carries herself with quiet strength often becomes a role model, demonstrating that it is possible to be both strong and graceful, assertive and kind. Her example encourages others to embrace their own strength without feeling the need to constantly prove it. Ultimately, the decision to refrain from overtly displaying power reflects a deep sense of maturity and confidence. A woman who understands her strength knows that it is not defined by how others perceive it, but by how she uses it to create a meaningful and fulfilling life. Her quiet power becomes a force that shapes her world in profound ways, leaving a legacy of resilience, grace, and authenticity. Dreams and aspirations are among the most personal and cherished parts of a person's identity. For a woman, these ambitions represent her hopes for the future, her goals, and the essence of what she seeks to achieve. However, these dreams are often fragile, especially in their early stages, and should be protected from unnecessary exposure. When shared prematurely, dreams can be subject to criticism, doubt, or even sabotage. For this reason, a woman must learn the importance of guarding her dreams until they are strong enough to withstand external scrutiny. The act of keeping one's dreams private is not about secrecy, but about nurturing them with care. When a dream is new, it is like a seed that has just been planted. It needs time to grow roots, develop strength, and become resilient. Sharing it too early can leave it vulnerable to external forces such as the doubts of others or the negativity of those who may not understand its significance. Criticism, even when well-intentioned, can discourage or undermine confidence, causing a woman to question her vision before it has had a chance to take shape. By keeping her dreams close to her heart, a woman creates a safe space for them to flourish. This allows her to refine her ideas, plan her steps, and build the foundation necessary for success. In this protective environment, she can experiment, make mistakes, and learn without the pressure of external opinions. The privacy of her process gives her the freedom to dream boldly and pursue her goals authentically, without fear of judgment or interference. Moreover, not everyone is equipped to understand or support a woman's ambitions. Some people may project their insecurities or limitations onto her dreams, suggesting that her goals are too ambitious, unrealistic, or unattainable. Others may intentionally or unintentionally undermine her efforts, either out of jealousy, skepticism, or a lack of faith in her abilities. By sharing her aspirations selectively, a woman shields herself from these negative influences, preserving her motivation and focus. When a woman guards her dreams, she also cultivates a sense of control over her narrative. She decides how and when to share her aspirations, ensuring that the story of her journey remains hers to tell. This sense of agency is empowering, as it allows her to present her achievements on her terms. When the time comes to reveal her accomplishments, they will speak for themselves, leaving no room for doubt about her capabilities or determination. Additionally, protecting her dreams teaches a woman the value of patience and perseverance. Success is rarely instantaneous. It requires consistent effort, resilience, and time. By working on her goals privately, she learns to trust the process and focus on progress rather than immediate validation. This patience strengthens her resolve and prepares her to face the challenges that inevitably arise along the way. However, this does not mean that a woman should isolate herself entirely. Trusted confidants, those who genuinely care about her well-being and support her aspirations, can provide invaluable guidance and encouragement. Sharing her dreams with such individuals can help her gain perspective, receive constructive feedback, and build a network of support. The key is to identify those who will uplift rather than discourage her, contributing positively to her journey. Keeping dreams private also fosters a deeper connection with oneself. It encourages introspection, self-reliance, and clarity of purpose. A woman who nurtures her ambitions in solitude gains a better understanding of her desires and motivations. This self-awareness enhances her ability to navigate challenges, adapt to changing circumstances, and make informed decisions that align with her values and goals. Guarding her dreams is an act of self-respect and empowerment. It allows a woman to prioritize what truly matters to her, free from the distractions and doubts of others. By protecting her aspirations, she creates the conditions necessary for them to thrive, transforming them from fragile ideas into tangible realities. When the time is right, her dreams will shine brightly, a testament to her vision, determination, and unwavering belief in herself. Woman's past struggles are an undeniable part of her story, shaping her identity and contributing to her growth. These experiences, however painful or challenging, hold lessons that make her stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Yet not everyone deserves to know the details of these struggles. Sharing too much about past hardships can sometimes lead to misjudgment, misunderstanding, or even exploitation. For this reason, a woman must learn the importance of reserving her past struggles for those who have earned the right to hear them. When a woman chooses to share her struggles, she is opening a deeply personal chapter of her life. These moments are often tied to vulnerability, pain, or transformation, and revealing them to the wrong person can have unintended consequences. Some people may not possess the emotional maturity or empathy required to understand the depth of these experiences. Instead of offering support or understanding, they might judge her, diminish her struggles, or use them against her in moments of conflict. By carefully deciding who hears her story, a woman protects herself from these potential harms. There is also the risk of being defined by one's struggles when they are shared openly. People have a tendency to label others based on the parts of their story they know, and this can lead to an incomplete or unfair perception of a woman's identity. For instance, if a woman shares her experiences of failure or hardship, some might see her as someone who is defined solely by those moments rather than recognizing her strength and overcoming them. By keeping these struggles private, she ensures that her narrative remains balanced, highlighting not just her challenges but also her triumphs. Reserving past struggles does not mean suppressing them or being ashamed of them. On the contrary, it is about recognizing their value and treating them as sacred parts of her journey. These experiences are like precious stones, beautiful and valuable, but not meant for everyone to handle. A woman must decide when, how, and with whom to share these parts of her story, ensuring that they are received with the respect and understanding they deserve. Keeping past struggles private also allows a woman to maintain her emotional strength. Revisiting painful memories can be a draining experience, especially if the audience is unsupportive or dismissive. By choosing to share these moments only with those who have proven their trustworthiness, she creates a safe space where she can express herself without fear of judgment or rejection. This selective sharing fosters healing and growth, as it allows her to process her emotions in a supportive environment. Furthermore, withholding the details of past struggles can be a form of empowerment. It reminds a woman that her worth is not tied to her hardships or the opinions of others. She is not obligated to explain herself or justify her actions to anyone. Her struggles are hers to own, and she has the right to decide how they are shared. This sense of control reinforces her autonomy and confidence, allowing her to move forward with grace and dignity. In relationships, whether personal or professional, the decision to share past struggles can deepen connections. However, this should be done thoughtfully and only when the relationship has reached a level of trust and mutual understanding. When shared with the right person, these stories can foster empathy, strengthen bonds, and create a sense of mutual vulnerability. But when shared prematurely or with the wrong person, they can lead to discomfort, misinterpretation, or even exploitation. Protecting past struggles also encourages a woman to focus on the present and the future. While the past is an integral part of her identity, it does not define her entirely. By keeping certain aspects of her story private, she allows herself to grow beyond her challenges and embrace new opportunities. She is not confined by her history, but empowered by her ability to learn from it and move forward. Ultimately, choosing to reserve her past struggles is an act of self-care and self-respect. It is not about hiding who she is, but about honoring the journey she has taken and recognizing that not everyone deserves access to that journey. By sharing selectively, she preserves her emotional well-being, maintains her dignity, and ensures that her story is told on her terms. In doing so, she reclaims her power and creates a life where her past is a source of strength, not vulnerability. A woman's true worth is immeasurable and deeply personal, rooted in her character, values, and unique abilities. However, in a world that often demands constant validation and external acknowledgement, it can be challenging for a woman to resist the urge to prove her value to others. The truth is, her worth does not depend on how others perceive her, and she should not feel compelled to display or defend it continually. Recognizing and protecting her inherent value is one of the most empowering steps a woman can take in life. Understanding her worth begins with self-awareness. A woman must first realize that her value is intrinsic. It is not tied to her appearance, achievements, or the opinions of others. It is a reflection of her unique qualities, her kindness, her resilience, and the impact she has on the world around her. This recognition allows her to carry herself with quiet confidence, knowing she does not need to seek approval or validation from external sources. When a woman embraces her worth, she becomes unshakable, capable of navigating life's challenges without being swayed by the opinions or judgments of others. The need to constantly prove oneself often arises from societal pressures or personal insecurities. Women are frequently subjected to unrealistic expectations, whether in their careers, relationships, or personal lives. They are often told that they must excel in all areas to be considered valuable. However, a woman who knows her worth understands that she is not obligated to meet anyone else's standards. Her value is not up for debate, nor is it dependent on external accomplishments. She defines her worth on her own terms, guided by her principles and sense of self. When a woman refrains from seeking validation, she gains the freedom to live authentically. She no longer feels the need to conform to societal norms or fit into predefined roles. Instead, she embraces her individuality, celebrating what makes her unique. This authenticity allows her to build relationships and connections based on mutual respect and understanding rather than on superficial approval. People are naturally drawn to those who are secure in themselves, and a woman who recognizes her worth radiates a confidence that inspires and uplifts others. Protecting her worth also means setting boundaries. A woman who knows her value does not allow others to undermine her self-esteem or take advantage of her generosity. She understands that saying no is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength and self-respect. By prioritizing her needs and well-being, she ensures that her energy is directed toward people and pursuits that align with her values. These boundaries empower her to create a life where she is valued and appreciated for who she truly is. Moreover, a woman who recognizes her worth is not afraid to walk away from situations that do not honor her. Whether it is a toxic relationship, an unfulfilling job, or a friendship that drains her energy, she understands that her time and presence are valuable. Walking away is not an act of defeat, but a statement of self-respect. It signifies that she refuses to settle for anything less than what she deserves, and this decision often leads to greater fulfillment and happiness in the long run. Protecting her worth also enables a woman to inspire and support others. By valuing herself, she sets an example for those around her, showing them the importance of self-respect and self-care. Her confidence and self-assurance encourage others to recognize their own worth, creating a ripple effect of empowerment. A woman who knows her value uplifts others by demonstrating that self-worth is not about comparison or competition, but about embracing one's unique qualities and strengths. Ultimately, a woman's worth is something that cannot be measured or quantified. It is a profound understanding of her significance and the unique contributions she brings to the world. By protecting this understanding, she safeguards her inner peace and emotional well-being, ensuring that her worth is not diminished by the fleeting opinions of others. When a woman embraces her values, she lives a life of authenticity, strength, and purpose, leaving a lasting impact on everyone she encounters. Inner peace is one of the most valuable treasures a person can possess. For a woman, maintaining this sense of tranquility and balance is vital in navigating life's complexities. However, inner peace is not something that can be openly displayed or shared with everyone. It is a deeply personal state of being that must be nurtured and protected. Safeguarding her inner peace allows a woman to remain grounded, resilient, and true to herself, even in the face of external pressures and challenges. To protect her inner peace, a woman must first recognize its importance. Inner peace is not a luxury, it is a necessity for emotional and mental well-being. It allows her to approach life with clarity and composure, making thoughtful decisions rather than reacting impulsively to situations. This sense of calm becomes a foundation upon which she can build a fulfilling life, free from the turmoil of constant stress or conflict. When a woman prioritizes her peace, she creates a space for self-reflection, growth, and healing. One of the key ways to maintain inner peace is by setting boundaries. A woman who values her tranquility knows that not everyone deserves access to her energy or emotions. She understands the importance of saying no to situations or people that disrupt her peace, even if it means disappointing others. These boundaries are not about shutting people out, but about protecting her well-being. By being selective about where she invests her time and energy, she ensures that her inner world remains harmonious and undisturbed. Another essential aspect of safeguarding inner peace is letting go of the need for external validation. Many women feel pressured to meet societal expectations or seek approval from others, which can lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety. A woman who values her peace understands that her worth is not determined by the opinions of others. She is confident in her abilities, decisions, and values, freeing herself from the weight of comparison or judgment. This self-assurance allows her to live authentically, without the constant need to prove herself. Protecting inner peace also involves managing one's emotional energy. Life is filled with challenges, and it is natural to experience moments of frustration, sadness, or anger. However, a woman who values her peace learns to process these emotions in a healthy way. She avoids dwelling on negativity or holding on to grudges, as these feelings can disrupt her sense of calm. Instead, she practices forgiveness, both toward others and herself, understanding that letting go is a powerful act of self-care. Spending time in activities that promote mindfulness and self-care is another way a woman can maintain her inner peace. Whether it's meditation, journaling, exercising, or simply enjoying quiet moments alone, these practices allow her to reconnect with herself and recharge. They create a sense of balance amid the demands of daily life, reminding her of the importance of prioritizing her well-being. By dedicating time to these rituals, she strengthens her ability to remain centered, even in challenging circumstances. A woman who values her inner peace also learns to distance herself from drama and negativity. She recognizes that not every situation requires her attention or involvement. By choosing to focus on what truly matters, she avoids being pulled into unnecessary conflicts or distractions. This perspective allows her to approach life with a sense of purpose and clarity, ensuring that her energy is directed toward positive and meaningful endeavors. Maintaining inner peace does not mean avoiding life's challenges or hardships. On the contrary, it means developing the resilience to face these difficulties without losing one's sense of self. A woman who values her peace embraces life's ups and downs with grace, knowing that challenges are temporary and can be overcome. Her ability to stay calm and composed in the face of adversity becomes a testament to her strength and character. Ultimately, protecting inner peace is an act of self-love and respect. It is a recognition that her well-being is a priority and that she deserves to live a life free from unnecessary stress and turmoil. By nurturing her inner peace, a woman creates a strong foundation for personal growth, meaningful relationships, and lasting happiness. Her tranquility becomes a source of strength, allowing her to navigate life with wisdom, resilience, and unwavering confidence.